Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, and welcome to Martyn Lucas Investor. I hope you've had a great day. One of the best days we've ever had in the last few years. In fact, since we started this show. So it's been one hell of a day. I hope everyone's enjoying it. I'm up nearly 3.5%, over 3.5% today on the S&P. That's absolutely brilliant. That's not 3.5% on Binky Bonk or Bitcoin. That's 3.5% on the S&P. Absolutely great. $3,000 today. Absolutely awesome. So we're going to have a very, very quiet, very easy, very relaxed 1 hour of chat, phone-ins if you want to call in. We're just going to relax because we've done enough work. We've put a lot of information out today. We just need to enjoy the last hour together of the day, and if you want to call in, you can. Once everybody comes on in, I shall give everyone the link so you can call in. We'll have a phone in. I know we've got the Friday phone in the morning, but we'll open up the phone lines now as well, so you can call in if anybody wants to be on the show, have a chat. But we're just going to relax and check out the news, what's going on, but nice and easy. Nothing too hectic this afternoon, I don't think. So let's have a look. We're all-time highs again. Let's have a little listen in here. What's going on? But nice and easy. And yet nothing too hectic this afternoon, I don't think. And so let's have a look. That's a good environment for risk assets. All-time highs again. Let's have a little listen in here. Sentiment, growth expectations, but nice and easy. Nothing too What the hell was that? How am I getting 5,000 versions of myself? Let's have a look. Why am I getting 5,000 versions of myself? What's all that about?
So I guess we can keep swinging through.
Why am I getting no? So that's what is going on here. I must have a video playing of me somewhere in the background. Let's see where it is. Where's it coming from? I've got a video of me playing somewhere. I must have. Where's that coming from? Not from there, not from there. Sometimes you get videos in the background. No, not there. Where are you? I'm going to find you. Somewhere in the system, I've got a video running in the background and I can't see it. I've had this before and I've opened up a video somewhere. Let me try that again.
Cutting cycle, it's been an explicit target, meaning that they only initiated a neutral.
No, still doing it. I told you it'd be a relaxing show this afternoon. Where are you? There's a video somewhere. It's behind one of my windows. So how am I going to find it? Let me have a little look. No. Not behind that window. What's it called? How do I make these? No, not behind there. There's a video somewhere. Where are you? I can't find it. There's a window open somewhere. I got 14 screens. There's more than that, actually. There's a video somewhere. There's a window open somewhere.
So I don't put much credibility into the price action from 2 to 4 p.m.
I got 14 screens. There's more than that, actually. There's a video somewhere. I've got it.
And the trend is
I've just worked it out. It's over here. Damn it. I knew it's coming from somewhere. Try that again. Try that again.
At a new all-time high. Guess what? Of the Mag 7, only one Mag 7 is at a new all-time high today, and that's Facebook. So it's telling you the market's giving you even more than it gave you last year.
Yeah, Courtney, I mean, that's a good point in the sense that among the things we maybe had to complain about, let's say halfway through this year, it's too narrow a rally, too reliant on a handful of stocks. We're not sure if the Fed's actually going to kind of pull back a little bit on rates. A lot of that is coming together, those things being answered. How do you view it, though, if a client comes to you and says, did we miss it? I mean, the market's already up pushing 20% year to date in the S&P. How do we think about returns?
How can you miss it if you're just an investor, if you're not a greedy trader?
You're already seeing there's been a move
just
that's
stay
happened.
in. It's not
when you
hard.
look at the last 3 months, you're seeing things like real estate, things like financials, all these interest rate sensitive sectors have already had huge moves. Like real estate's up like 17% in the last 3 months. So yeah, the question is, have I missed this? And is that rally going to continue to broaden? And I think as the Fed lowers interest rates, what we can't forget is how much money is still sitting on the sidelines in cash. There's over $6.2 trillion sitting in cash, plus the trillions that are in short-term CDs right now that are about to mature. And all of that money is about to make its way back into the markets. Because if the Fed does continue to lower rates at the rate that it's expected to be lowered, you're going to see those money markets probably in the like the 3% range over the next year. I suppose the 5% it's in now. And as that money makes its way back in, that's going to be a boost for the stock markets. And that's where I think there's probably more of a risk of the markets almost melting up as the Fed lowers interest rates, as opposed to us being on the brinks of a recession right now.
Exactly.
That being said, I mean, I've looked back at this period, like you never saw a huge amount of money spill into the market all at once from cash, right? It seems to be a buffer to allow people to take more equity risk. But does that exact line of reasoning, if you were to tell a client that, not sound like, well, there's a lot of people who are late and they're going to come buy it from you right now. You know what I mean? Isn't there other reasons? It seems to me,
This is what I've been saying today during my videos that I've been putting out. There is so much money about to come in because at the end of the day, you're not making money in uninvested cash anymore. And what that comes down to, what was being said there, is greed. Greed of traders. You don't need to miss it. When people say you miss it, you only miss it if you sold out because you try to get more money and now it's like, well, now I'm trying to get back in. Warren Buffett has been saying the same thing for 30, 40, maybe 50 years. Just stay in the S&P. I know it sounds boring to say it, but boring is good because boring works. If you sell it, you got to pay tax on it. Then you got to try and find a re-entry. So then you're waiting and then you miss it. And then it's like, well, if you just stayed where you were and organized yourself, you'd be absolutely fine. Anyway, I love it. I love the fact it's all happening now. Exactly what we said for the last 3 years. Anyway, hey, says Mike. How are you, Mike? Melanie Foster. Hello, Melanie. Lovely to have you here. Morning from New Zealand. Thanks for your work. We really appreciate it. You must be ready for a well-earned break. Yes, it's been 2 years since I've taken a break. 2 years. I work 12 hours a day, 5 days a week. I even work weekends all the time. Not any breaks for 2 years. How many videos have I made now? 6,200 videos. Look, 6,200 videos. Every single one not edited, because I don't do editing, but you know what I mean. Cut, uploaded, promoted. 6,200. I know. I love it. But yeah, it is time for me to take a break because we've got where we want to get. All we got to do now is relax and just stay in the game. It's easy, really. Anyway, it's easy to make money. The hard part is to keep it. So all we got to do now is be calm. So thank you very much. I'll be off all the way through October. I'll be back in November. So we've only got what? Oh, my God. 11 days. 1 week. 1 week to go, folks. It might not even be a week. It might not even be a week because we'll finish on the Friday. What date's that? Hang on a minute. What date's that? It might not even be a week. It might not even be that long. Let's have a look. Where are we now? We are the 19th. So I'm here tomorrow, Saturday, Sunday. Oh, there it is. Yeah. Next week, last week, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. I'm no show Saturday, no Sunday, no show Sunday. And, well, technically, yeah. Yeah, this could be the last week. We shall see. Yeah. This could be the last show on Friday. One more show to go. Yeah, could be it. In fact, it will be the last music show. That's definite. Anyway, expecting a rug pull. Why are you saying that? I remember market profit. Market profit 2 years ago. We never knew how much money he really had. We never knew what he was really investing in. He never actually called in. He just liked to be in the chat, making himself feel important. Do you remember? It was always doom and gloom. It was always overbought. It was always going to crash. It was always going to zero. We were always wrong for buying it, and yet it just keeps going up. I mean, I don't know how many people who are still telling me we're all about to go down to zero. Meet Kevin today. Doom and gloom all the time. Constant. Profanity on the screen, S-H-I-T and F-U-C-K. Oh my God, missing a couple of letters out. Doom and gloom. It never ends. It never ends. I don't know what's wrong with people. It's always going to be the end of the world. Always. It's like you've got nothing else to say. So why do you say that? Expect a rug pull. And it's always the non-members as well. It's always the non-members, which makes me laugh as well, because Annoy One isn't even a member. But they always know best, but they've never got $2 to be a member. Whereas Stephen Lewandowski, who makes a fortune on oil, always on holiday, makes lots of money, he's a member and a moderator. He's not saying it's doom and gloom. It's always, I see this so much. Doom and gloom seems to come from people who have got no money. They can't afford to be a member. It's always the same, over and over again. It's always going to be rubbish. It's always going to zero. The world's rubbish. It's always the same. Always the same. You do this long enough, you see lots and lots and lots of patterns. Good evening, good evening, good evening. Positive energy. Good evening, Omran. You need assistant. You need an assistant, Martin. Well, Sensei might do some extra shows for us. Savage Faith Creations. Hello. Good evening, Omran. How are you? Good evening, James. Hi, James. On Ram Stacy. Yes, get to the chopper. Get it out now. Stacy. Hi, Mike. How you doing? Hi, James. Hi, Stephen. Lovely to have you, everybody here. I love it, love it, love it. They are dreaming if 6.2 trillion will flood the market. No one's dreaming. It's a fact. I talk to CEOs all the time. I talk to millionaires all the time. And I have the odd conversation with a billionaire or two. That happens. And we know how much money's on the sidelines. We know how much money's in CDs. We know how much money's in bonds. We know how much money's invested in the banks. We know where the money is. This isn't secret. This isn't magic. We know that when the rates go down and it's better to be in the markets, people will buy in. This isn't dreaming. Annoy One. I know it's frustrating to you because you're either short in the market. Leah was asking me today. She was asking me, I was talking about short in the market. People that aren't members, people that got no money, people that, always say the market's going down. Most of those, I'm guessing, just a guess by this sentiment, are short in the market. They want to tell everybody it's all going down the toilet. And I just want to say this, how ultimately ridiculous that is. Let me explain why I think this is ridiculous. Should I make another video? No, I'm not going to make another video. I'm not going to bother. I'm just going to have a conversation, right? Let me tell you why the sentiment of short in the market is so utterly ridiculous. In fact, I will make a video on it. I might as well, because I'm going to say it. I might as well put it out as a video. It might help somebody, right? Okay, here we go. Short. S-H-R-T, what time is it? 13 minutes. Okay, here we go. Short the market. Is it the most stupidest thing you can do? Well, let's think about it right now. Let's just think about this just for a moment. Today, I'm making this during a live show. I've got people in the chats, always the non-members, telling me rug pulls are coming, telling me the market's about to crash. It's always the same. Meet Kevin, 60%. He's still saying it. He's using swear words on the screen, doom and gloom. World War III is about to start again, even though it didn't happen the last few weeks. It's going to start again tomorrow because he shorts the market. He does options. He does other things like that. Whereas in real investors, we've got plenty of investors here in the show. They all tend to be members because they can all afford a couple of bucks because they're really making money. They're just optimistic about the future. Let me tell you why I think shorting the market is stupid. And I'm going to be blunt. I'm just going to say as it is. Let me tell you why I think it's stupid. And let me tell you why I think you're wrong when you're constantly thinking the end of the world is going to come and the markets are going to go to zero. We heard for nearly a year for the first 2 years of my show. For 2 years, Market Profit, a guy who never called in, always telling us the markets were overbought, and here we are like 50% up since then, and everything was down the toilet. Without ever knowing what they actually have, without ever being invested, just saying doom and gloom. Let me tell you why I think shorting is the stupidest thing you can do. Even if you make money from it, it's still stupid. And let me explain why it's stupid. Here you are at home in your house on your phone, probably sat on the toilet on Robinhood, deciding that you know best. What experience do you have? You're just one person sat at home doing nothing on your Robinhood app, predicting at some point in the future, by some certain amount, the stock is going to go down. On the other side of the coin, you have the greatest minds, the best businesses, people with billions of dollars of money, people that have educated themselves over years, maybe hundreds of years, if it's an old business like J&J or Coca-Cola, whatever. Employing the best people every day, getting up, working, building, making things, knowledge, experience, skill, whatever. They're not doing it to lose money. They're doing it to make money. So, most businesses, good businesses, they grow because that's how the world works most of the time, okay? And it would make sense because smart, intelligent people are working for that end, okay? However, you know best, sat at home on your phone, sat on the toilet playing on Robinhood, you know best. So you've decided that the stock is rubbish and it's going to go down. What power do you have? Zero. You're a retail investor, you have no power, so maybe you're in a Reddit room and you've got maybe a few of your mates all together going, come on boys, let's drive the stock down. We've seen it time and time again. Cult-like followings, Omar with his millions of followers. Didn't help him, no, did it? With millions of followers. FFIE still going down the toilet, still rubbish. All his members, all his viewers are all losing their money. I said they would, and they are. They didn't listen. So you haven't got power even if you've got millions of viewers. One or two of you will win, the rest will lose because you'll dump it on each other. So that's the best case scenario, that you're in a group of millions. The reality is you're probably sat on your own, right? That's more likely the outcome. However, the business is continuing to build and innovate and grow and so on and so forth. And if we go back to the days of the dinosaur, and we go back to the very beginning of time, prices have always gone up. Inflation has always existed. The cost and money being devalued has always existed. Always has, always will do, can never change. Like I like to use the example, if you take an old castle from thousands of years ago, it cost 1 shilling to make it, whatever, and now it's worth $1 gazillion. It's not gone up in value. Those bricks on the ground, that castle ruins isn't more valuable. It's just money has gone up in price, if you like. So it's been devalued. Money's been devalued, so now the castle's worth $1 billion. It hasn't actually gained in value. It's just money has been devalued. So it's a fact that businesses over time are going to grow. It's a fact because people are employing people and working and getting up every day with the intention of growing a business. It's why they exist. It's the whole purpose of the business. But yet you think you know better and you can drive the stock down. Well, there are some people who short stock and they win. They're very lucky. They get it right. The stock does go down and they make some money. However, 95% of day traders lose money. That's just a fact. So maybe you're the top 5%. You're smarter than everybody else. The reality is most people lose money, but yet you get to hear about the success stories because they're the ones on YouTube saying, I shorted the stock, a bit like Roaring Kitty, where everybody else lost money and no one else has got a voice. No one gets to hear about all the people that lost their homes, lost their businesses, got over leveraged and all the rest of it. So is shorting a stupid idea? Well, it can work. You can make some money. Absolutely. But if you stand back and look at your life and you go, I am here and I want to get to here in 20, 30, 40 years, or maybe you want to leave the money to future generations, there's one sure way of doing it. Stay invested, never give up, never go anywhere, never short, never do options, and just stay in the game. It's easy. I could just stop my YouTube channel tomorrow. There's nothing more to say. That's how it works. However, don't listen to me, short the stock, because if you short the stock, it always provides the real investors in the real businesses opportunity to flourish. If it's a rubbish business, for example, GameStop or FFIE or Mullen or whatever, all those rubbish businesses, it can put those businesses out of business, but they were already out of business anyway. They were rubbish. People never try to short great businesses. There's some short interest in Amazon, there's some short interest in Nvidia, but not en masse like there is in GameStop and FFIE, because the parasites that do it can't have any effect over it. So they don't try. They always go for the low hanging fruit. Now, don't get me wrong. I'm not calling you a parasite if you short stocks. Go ahead, do it. It doesn't matter to me. It doesn't make a difference because I only buy great businesses that survive it anyway. All it does is allows it for it to go down so I can buy more. So I ultimately buy more. So you ultimately get squeezed out and I get a short squeeze. You lose your money and I get the money from you. So it doesn't matter. It's a fact that shorters often win the battles, but always lose the wars. If your financial strategy is to get from here to here, like mine is, to get to $1 million by the end of the decade, which I will do 100%, I will get there 100%. When I need my money, I will have $1 million, 100%, no doubt about it. However, 95%, maybe 99% of the shorters, if that's all they do, that's their strategy, I pretty much guarantee at the end of the day, you've got zero. It happens over and over again. So is shorting stupid? Yeah. It is. It's stupid because it's short-term greed. It's I can drive something down when everybody else working at the business who knows more about it than me is pushing and pulling the other way. Why do I think I can beat the market? You can't. 99% of you will lose money for trying. So should shorting be illegal? No, it's part of the game. Snakes and ladders wouldn't work without the snakes and the ladders, would it? Monopoly wouldn't work without the go to jail square you land on. It wouldn't work. You have to have people doing silly things for the rest of us to make money. It's a simple way the world works. You can't have everyone making money if no one's selling the stock, if no one's buying the stock. You can't just have a straight trajectory. You have to have trading. But those of you that stand back and go, get on with it. I'll just invest and sit and watch. You'll be okay. You'll make money. You'll come out the other end healthy, happy, and wiser and richer when everybody else will have no hair, a bit like me, and, whatever. So there you go. Shorting, in my opinion, is silly. It's stupid. It's a waste of time. And people that come into the show right now, look at this. I've got a guy here. Always non-members. Always non-members with no money. They are dreaming if 6.2 trillion will flood the market. The Fed would have to cut to 0%. That makes no difference at all. Let me explain. There's money in the market. We know where the money is. We know who has the money. We know how much there is sat in cash. You can look in the CDs, the bonds. You can see how much money's in the banks. We know how much money is sat on the sidelines. This isn't a guess. This isn't a make-believe. We know. And people with money do not want to sit around earning less and less and less and less for uninvested cash, doing nothing, while everybody else is making more and more money. So, of course, it's going to go into the stock market. That's the way it goes. But like I did on my videos today, don't chase it. The real investors are already in. They've been in from the beginning. They're not going anywhere. They bought the macro dips. So there you go. People are going to tell you now that the markets are all going to go down 60%. Why? Because it sells videos. It sells airtime. Even on the main news, 90% of the news is bad. 98% of the news is doom and gloom. Very few people even care about the good news. They just don't care. They want to hear the drama. It's just the way it is. I don't sell it on this channel. Never will, never have. I just tell you how it is. So don't worry. If there is some kind of correction and profit taking, which there might be, however, we are in a very different situation than other rate cuts in history. We've got a whole different industry set up with AI, with space, with EVs, with EVTOLs and all the rest of it, efficiency of businesses. We've come out of COVID. It's a very, very different situation. This is nothing like World War I, World War II. Very different situation, very unique situation. Doesn't happen very often. I wouldn't worry if I was you. What I'm doing now is just paying down my margin as I go. I've got record amounts of margin. In fact, I did a few months ago. It's obviously come down since then because I haven't been buying any more. And I'm very happy. So just let it do what it does. If it falls, you buy more, you manage your risk, you understand what you've got, you've watched my video, The Psychology of Investing, and you are completely happy and relaxed. Don't pay any attention to all of the noise and all the nonsense that the world's coming to an end and what we should be doing now is shorting the stock. But if you do, please feel free, fill your boots, because you know what will happen? I'll make another prediction. The money that you will lose on shorting at the end of the day, in the long term, will come to me. It will come to investors just like me. I guarantee you that, because when I speak to CEOs and I speak to millionaires and one billionaire that I speak to, you know who that is, they tell me the same thing all the time. They love watching money flow out of those people that short stocks, do all those things, just straight into their bank accounts. Money goes to money. The poor get poorer. The rich get richer. That's the way it works. It's the beginning of time. Decide who you want to be. Make friends with the influential people. Make friends with people that are positive, full of energy, optimism. They're the ones who are going to encourage you through life. They're the ones you're going to learn from. They're the ones with the money. Follow the money. Don't listen to the ones that come into the show every day or they're on YouTube and they're commenting in the chat and they're telling everybody doom and gloom, the world's coming to an end. What do they have to offer? I'll tell you, zero. And that's where their portfolio is going. To zero. I've just made a special list of videos. Here is the gold playlist. It's a gold day today. There is the gold playlist. And as I finish the video, someone just give me a down like. I know exactly who that is. That's perfectly fine. Carry on. I ain't bothered. Click here for the gold playlist. All the videos you need today, that will take you all the way through October. Right here. And right here, I shall put The Psychology of Investing. Just stay invested. Watch it over and over again. I keep saying that not so I can earn 1 cent from you. It really isn't about that. I'm telling you because you need to watch it over and over again to get it into your head. So you start thinking in the way how big money thinks. You've got to start doing that. Stop thinking like a retail investor. I know we all are, but don't think like that. Think like the real money and you'll have the real money. Until next time, as always, take care of yourselves and each other. All right, there's shorting. I'll put that out then. All right. Let's go. Now, you might notice over the last few days, the trolls are back. The trolls are back in again now because they're seeing us make all this money. And you may have noticed that I don't even acknowledge it anymore. I don't know if my members have seen that. I don't care. I can see the people down liking the video now. There's 9 likes, 10 likes. I don't care anymore. I don't care about the silly comments. It doesn't bother me anymore because we've come so far. It doesn't even bother me. There's an army of, I'll tell you a little secret, shall I? There's an army of people on Reddit. They have these little rooms and they sit around and they say, hey boys, we're going to go on the show today. They go on the show. They all subscribe so they can comment, and then they all unsubscribe. So my subscribers goes back down. They're 13 down likes right now. They're doing it right now. And I don't care anymore. So carry on, because every time you do it, I make money from you anyway because you've watched the videos. It doesn't bother me. Anyway, fill your boots. Let's have a look. Great, Mike. Thanks. I am good. Hi, Marcus. Good man. You need a kettle coaster, James. Stacy. Hello, Binky Bonk here. Love that word. Sounds like a Disney figure. Does it? Chippyism. Hi, Chippyism. How are you? Frederick. I will make you feel important because I know you want to feel important. There's 17 down likes now. I've got they're coming in mass at the moment from Reddit, all down liking the video. They've all had to watch the video. So I've earned 17 cents, 1 cent per person, 18 now. So I'll make you feel famous. There you go. I've told the world. 18 down likes now. Hi, Craig. How you doing? Hi, Stacey. But that's all the fame you're going to get this afternoon. 1 week and we'll all be good. And we're all going to lose our money, not knowing what to do with ourselves. Will Sensei still be Sundays when you're off? Yes, Sensei will still be doing Sundays. Good evening, Martin. Market Profit has never come back. The Church of Logic. Market Profit has never come back. No, he never came back. How are you, Churchy? And I want to put a huge thank you and a huge welcome in today to Church of Logic. Church of Logic, very special because he's one of our founder members. And what makes him special, not only is he a great guy, he doesn't watch the show. His life has become very busy and he does other things now. It doesn't fit round his time. He might watch the videos, but he doesn't watch the live shows. We used to see him every day in the live show. He doesn't watch the live show, but he is now a 2-year badge owner. He's got 2-year badges. He's remained a moderator, of course. I haven't taken that away. He's a great friend of the show. And I love that because he's been a member for 2 years and he doesn't even join the live show anymore. Absolutely amazing. Can't thank you enough. Lovely to have you here. Can you believe how we're growing? We are now on course, 12 months, to be at 100,000 subscribers. 98% of our live viewers are members, higher than any other channel in the world. And we are at 100,000 within 12 months. Wonder if any comment on Keynesian versus Austrian economics. Thank you. I've no idea what that is. I could pretend to be important. We've got 24 downlikers from Reddit. You might want to ask them. They'll have an answer. But I would like to say to you, I don't know. I haven't got a clue. Never heard of it. Good evening, William. Rug pull when Martin goes on holiday as we don't know what to do. That's right. That's right. You know what to do. I've shared everything with you. What's up, James? Church of Logic, can I introduce you to James 007? James 007 with Mike, one of our top moderators. He promotes everything. He's in everything. He does a great job. James, meet Church of Logic. He's right. I think the Fed will have to put up interest rates again. What a load of rubbish. Another non-member talking rubbish. The Fed will not put up rates again. That's absolutely ridiculous. They're not putting up rates again. They'd only put up rates if inflation was going up. Do you understand what's actually going on here? For the Fed to put up rates, remember, they took their time to bring down rates. Even though the US has the strongest economy in the world, they were one of the last to bring the rates down. They were most cautious. You could argue behind the curve, but they took their time to make sure that inflation was done. And if you use forward-looking indicators, you will know that we are below 2%. And the only reason why interest rates would go up again is to combat inflation. We've not just brought down inflation, we've crushed it. Now, if you're saying, oh, it's still expensive at the shops, that's because you don't understand what inflation is. Inflation is prices will always increase, but it's slowing the pace of the increase. And 2% is regarded as the norm. That's okay. You'll still feel it's a lot of money if you've got no money, of course. But if you're investing, you make money. That's why you invest, to combat the rise in inflation. But there's no way, Sphinx, that rates are going to go up again. Again, always a non-member that talks rubbish. Martin, take yourself off on holiday with Leah for a week or two and enjoy yourself. Money isn't everything. Also, I heard you could travel for free as the world piano man, doing a few gigs on the road. I could do that, but no, I'm just going to take some time off, and we're not going around the world, or we're not traveling like that. Okay, I've got a phone call. Fight Channel wants to call in. So let me assign him to guest number one, and let's bring in Fight Channel, shall we? Interview one. Let's bring him in. Guest signed in. Guest is in the green room. I've assigned you to guest one. Don't know why you're not in guest one. Let me have a look. See what happens when I bring you on the screen. Interview one. Oh, there he is. How are you, Fight?
I'm good. I had to show you my troll shirt. You know, all these trolls are coming in here.
The more people I meet, the more I like my dog.
And I don't have a dog.
I know. And you don't even have a dog. But you like the dog
No,
more than the trolls. Exactly, the imaginary dog. Hey, fight. Have you heard the song? Have you heard the song going around? I got to say it. It's making me laugh. What was it? Don't eat the cat. Don't eat the dog. People are eating the pets and the dogs and the cats. Have you seen the videos? Have you seen the music? It's making me laugh.
On TikTok?
Eh?
They're on TikTok. Yeah.
They're everywhere. They're all over YouTube. They're everywhere. People are making little dance routines out of don't eating cats and dogs.
Because Trump said that people are eating cats and dogs.
Yeah, he said everyone's eating the cat. It does make me laugh, though. It's very entertaining, I must say. So what do you think of this, then? Now, what's your thoughts today? I've had loads of messages. I've seen the rooms on Reddit. I've seen the memes being created of me, cartoon cutouts, all sorts of stuff. Martyn Lucas is going to lose all his money. He's got all carried away. He thinks he's going to go to $1 million. We're going to drive the stocks down. We're going to short it, boys. Come on, bro. We're going to short the market. Yeah, you're going to short the S&P. Good luck on that. And yeah, what do you think? Are we all going to lose our money fight? Are you scared?
I'm never scared. I'm getting paid tomorrow again.
You're getting paid tomorrow again. I'm loving it.
I mean, yeah, every Friday I get paid from XTV. I mean, go ahead, short stuff. I mean, you short it, it bring it down. I can buy more.
I know. It makes me laugh because it's always non-members. It's always non-members, and it's always. It's interesting, actually, because this is one of the reasons why I did it. On the extra channel, I could have made membership a couple of bucks, same price as it is here. I made it 99 cents. 99 cents. That's all it costs to be a member. How many trolls have joined the extra channel? One. We had one day. Tried it. I won't say who it was, but we had one who spent 99 cents. They then went on and cancelled because they can only afford to pay it 1 month. But I thought that was quite funny. If you really do believe that we're all stupid and you're smarter than all the CEOs and all the businesses and all the everything basically, and you think the markets are going to go down to 60% and everything's going to go doom and gloom, spend 99 cents and show us the evidence. Come into Discord, show me the information, show me where it says or any evidence at all that the economy is going to collapse, but they never do. It's interesting, that, isn't it?
I mean, there's two ways the market goes, up or down.
Correct.
I mean, it went up today and then went sideways. Now it's starting to sell up a little bit.
A tiny little bit, yeah. Tiny little bit.
I mean, I'm up 7%. I mean,
I'm up 3.42 today because obviously and that's a lot when you think it's the S&P, right? That's a lot. It's not like I'm up 3.5% in Binky Bonk, but that's 2,982. It was about 3.5 grand earlier, so I'm ecstatic. I'm absolutely ecstatic. I'm absolutely loving it. Let me see what other comments I've got here. Let me see what I've got. 50 basis points in November. Market will go crazy.
No, it won't go 50. No.
That's a hike. No, he's saying a hike.
No.
We're going back up 0.5%.
It'll go down 25.
Yeah.
But not going up.
It's not going to go up 0.5%, is it?
No, we got holidays coming up. Employers going to hire seasoned employees that last till January. Then they put them off and unemployment will go back down. I mean, we're in the season holidays on November. Come on now.
Now, I don't know. I'm going to be honest, but I would imagine, and someone could check, we could fact check this, but I would imagine that has never happened. That a Fed would take 4 years before we bring rates down and then the next month go back up again. I don't think that would be basically the Fed would be run by chimpanzees. They got no idea what they're doing. Exactly. Flip of a coin, lads. Flip of a coin. How do we make this decision? I know. There's a guy on Reddit who told me. He told me, he lives on Reddit. He told me we should flip a coin. Unless someone can check for me, I'm pretty confident that has never happened in the history of the world, unless it's a bankrupt country or Venezuela or some place that's upside down, inside out. I don't ever believe that would ever happen in the US economy. I don't think it's ever happened. So to say that rates are going to go up 50 basis points in November is the silliest comment I've ever seen. Thanks, Martin, for the compliment. I meant it. Steve Lewandowski, we always get intelligent, useful, helpful information from you. We always do from the members. The rubbish is always from the trolls, the non-members who can't afford 99 cents. Tells you everything when you've done it. Good evening, Churchy. Maybe 3 trillion, not 6 trillion. That's not realistic right now when people are playing catch-up. What do you mean people are playing catch-up? Church, if you've got money, and I know because I talk to these people and they tell me, right? I've done this many times, right? They tell me, the millionaires and the 1 billionaire that I speak to, they tell me they're quite happy earning 5%, 6% in a high yield bank account. When that goes away, which it's now starting to, they'll just buy the S&P. They won't care it's up because they'll all get together, they'll all start buying it like they were today. And it'll all go up. And once again, we'll have another all-time high 6 months from now, year from now. It'll be another 20% up from now. They won't care. They'll be quite happy to do that. That's what will happen. They're not going to let their money sit in the bank earning less and less every month. Here we go. I'm long on the VIX. I short the VOO.
Short the VIX.
You're going to short the S&P 500 after 4 years of high rates, and now we're reducing the rates. Now it's time to be not buy in, but already be in, and you're going to short it now.
VXI.
Martin, we aren't worried when it's ready. What goes down goes back up. Of course, there'll be profit taking. Of course, it will trim off, and then it'll come straight back up and make all-time highs. How would we know that? Because it's done that since the beginning of time. Hi, Churchy. James 007, great walk video. Someone just said, I'm not shorting anything, Martin. I have more experience in the market than you do. Here we go. Ooh. It always got to do that. They're always smarter. If you notice, Fight, they always know more. They always remember that guy who kept telling me all the time what was about to happen at Virgin Galactic, like he worked there. And I was speaking to people that actually worked there, but he always knew more. And he was always releasing secrets that never came true, always. And now this guy's got to say to me, I know more than you do. Well, you probably do. I'll let you have that because I'm going to be gracious, but you obviously don't think about that. And shaming me over membership is pathetic. Nothing more than pumping for a sub. I don't need you to unsubscribe.
You don't ask for subs.
No. I don't need you to watch. Don't watch. It doesn't bother me. You chose to be here. You've come into my home and you want to be rude. But that's okay. Be smart. Be clever than me. You're welcome to it. You probably do know more than me. So you're welcome. I'll let you have that. Wadey, evening all. Scammy Kevin, hate that guy. Hey, he's made a lot of money out of telling people nonsense. Don't put him down. He's got a private jet. He's very, very good at it. I don't see any issue with shorting awful companies like FFIE. No, I don't see a problem with it. I just think it's stupid. I wouldn't do it. But I don't blame you for doing it. Like I say, snakes and ladders. You can't have a game of snakes and ladders without the snakes, all right? Please go ahead and short the stock. But I don't see much sense. And oh, look at this. How much have I predicted this? Look at this fight. FFIE. On a day when stocks that need rates to go down to help them, this stock needs it more than anyone. It goes down 5.5%. Is that 5.5%? Let me just zoom in. Yeah, 5.5%. What have I been saying for the longest time? FFIE is going down the toilet. Now, why on earth would you short that? It's already at zero.
Didn't they already do like 2 or 3 reverse splits already?
Oh, more than that. Half a dozen at least.
I know 2 at least.
Oh, yeah. Half a dozen. It was being evicted from its own premises. And at the time it was being evicted from its premises, people were saying it's going to go up and be brilliant. It then, on the same day it was getting evicted, it put out a statement about a new deal with the Arabs. It's always the Arabs. Whenever we've had Mullen, we're doing a deal with the Arabs. Who's the other one? FFIE, Lucid. We're doing a deal with the Arabs. It's never we're doing a deal with the US economy, the US customers. It's never, we're never doing a deal with Apple or, anything like that. It's always the Arabs. And then I go and look at it and find out it's the same website with the same media that pumped the stuff. And then I find out a lot of it came from Dave Mitchery. 6 times I think he's gone bust, doing it on purpose. But yet people don't listen. Anyway, so I wouldn't short that. Why bother shorting Faraday in the hope you might get lucky when you can just invest in great businesses and you will get lucky? I don't know. I don't see the point, because long term you're always going to win, right? Just have patience. Hi Wadey, Crike, hi Churchy. Wash your hands, lads. Wash your hands. Okay. Thank you for the animation there, Fight. Martyn, if you can't handle bearish views on the markets, you shouldn't be in this game. What do you reckon that will, Fight? I can't handle it. I can't handle. Yeah.
We haven't been a bearish thing in a year and a half.
Yeah.
Yes, we had 2 dips a month apart, but
but hang on. Even when we had the carry trade, probably Annoy, good name for him, by the way, Annoy, he would probably say when we had the carry trade, that was a bear market. We were in an uptrend. We were in a positive uptrend, a sell-off. We've been in a bull market now for way over a year, more like a year and a half. And I'm quite happy to accept when we're in a bear market, because when we're in a bear market, we'll say we're in a bear market. We won't make it up. We won't guess. We will know. It's I think it's what is it? Is it 2 or 3 quarters of downtrend? Yeah, I think it's something like that. 3. Is it 3 quarters of downtrend? When we get that, we won't make it up and just guess. We will know and we will say, all right. But we're not in a bearish market. I'm sorry you think so. Do what, Fight?
That's 9 months of going down, and we've been going up.
Yeah.
And the 2 dips, I bought more and made more dividends off of it.
Anyway, I agree. Annoyo, there you go. We got trolling, scamming, agreeing with the other guy who's talking rubbish. That's a coincidence. We always agree with each other talking rubbish. Yeah. I've always one of the things I often say, if you surround yourself by idiots, you become an idiot. If you surround yourself by intelligent, successful people, you become a successful person. Just the way the world is. So hang out with each other. I would suggest you go into a Reddit room. You can have a lot of fun there, losing your money. We aren't afraid. We are just waiting, patiently waiting, investing. Awful companies will always exist. I'm not talking about the Mag 7. I'm talking about small cap in the Russell. There's a lot of rubbish in the Russell, but they're not all rubbish. Some small caps will one day be the next Apple. Right? We have to discover those great businesses, which is why we do the earnings, why we look at new stocks all the time. We review stocks all the time. Nothing wrong with being in the Russell, but I just wouldn't focus that as my financial objective. If we can find a great business in the Russell and then an individual stock, there's nothing wrong with that. But don't just buy it as a general strategy. Rome was described as being eternal. Rome was described as being eternal.
Okay, whatever. I don't understand that.
Okay, yeah, civilizations and monetary policies have collapsed over time in history. That is true. However, the world keeps on turning. It just evolves. So yes, the Roman Empire did come to an end. The British Empire, you could have used that. That's much more recent. That came to an end. But the UK is still here. We're still okay. All right. And there's still people living in Italy, as far as I know, who would call themselves Roman. They're still all right. That's a silly argument. I like where you were going. It doesn't make any sense, though. There's always 2 sides to the story, Martyn. You came in here all calm, asking for a calm show, and look how aggravated you get over bearish views on the market. I'm not aggravated. I'm enjoying it. I'm very calm today. Do I look stressed to you? Hang on. Do I look stressed? Let me look at my portfolio a minute, right? I put started with $5,000. I've now got $116,000. I've got no contracts outstanding with options. I've got no shorts about to expire. Do I look stressed to you? I don't think so. And I'm about to take a little holiday, so I'm all right. Don't worry about me. I'd be worried about yourself right now anyway. I love it. I love all this backwards and forwards. Says a lot about you and your fly-by-night operation you are currently running in here. Fly-by-night. It's a fly-by-night.
You've been here for over 3 years now?
Been here for 3 years. Yeah, 5 days a week, 12 hours a day. Channel's growing faster and faster. The studio's getting better. It's a fly-by-night. Fly-by-night, rubbish. Idiot, says Mike. Mike just coming straight out with it. There you go.
Mike already did the BAM hammer on annoying one.
That's it. Mike just says idiot. He's not even messing around. If you don't like the food, Annoy, get out of the kitchen, mate. That's fair, isn't it?
Go, Daisy.
Yeah. I remember, I forget what it was. There was someone once they was saying something, and I like to use, I forget what it was now. Someone was saying something was rubbish about something. And I like to use the example, I don't personally enjoy American football. Millions of Americans love it. I find it boring. I prefer the real football, soccer. All right, that's for me. Okay, so do I go to a Dallas Cowboys game and sit in the stadium surrounded by fans? Oh, here we go. Hang on, what's he going to do? He's going to the cupboard. Why are you in the dark, by the way? Hey! There you go. Elliot. Now, do I go to the Dallas Cowboys, sitting next to Fight Channel, and I say to Fight, this American football's rubbish. I don't know why you come here every week. This is rubbish. And he goes, well, we all enjoy it. Wow, it's rubbish. Well, I could do that. And basically all I would do is be very unpopular, annoy everybody around me, having a great time. Or I could say, I don't like American football. I'd rather sit home and watch the telly and do that instead. I mean, you could do that.
Yeah,
if you don't like it, don't go.
That's my bucket list, to go to Dallas, go to one game and Jerry World. That's my bucket list. One of them.
Is it?
Yep. In the World Cup, Landon will host some games, and we're going to buy tickets for that. That's my other bucket list.
If you get down there, let me know and I'll meet you down there, because it's only down the road from me. See how unfair the world is? I've been there a couple of times now. I've seen all the cheerleaders. I've wore the hat, and I don't even care about it. You really want to go, and you ain't been seen it. See, the world's unfair, isn't it? The world's unfair.
Well, I've been rooting for the Cowboys before Jerry Jones bought the team.
Have you? All the glory days when they actually won. When they actually won the Super Bowl.
Oh, yeah.
Right.
Back in the day.
I was reading those why they get deleted, Donald, because if anyone says anything I'm not deleting anything. I have a team of moderators that are free, and I trust them to do a good job, and they do a good job. And if there's offensive comments and it's silly, I don't even see it. My moderators delete them. That's what happens. So there you go. Go to your corner or be rude and get booted. Oh, Mike, he's really getting into it now. Look, he doesn't care. The greatest things come to those who wait. That's right. That's what an investor is, Martyn. Martyn can stand on his own 2 feet and speak. I don't need Martyn's peanut gallery to defend him. Oh, hello. Mike's the peanut gallery. Patience is remarkable influence. Virgin Galactic, things like that. Who are you to come in here and be rude like things? He will defend himself. He will handle it, but we don't need the BS in the chat. There you go. Exactly right. Everyone has their own strategies. Good luck with yours. He will see the comments on his own. Yes, that's right. I'm still talking to you. I'm giving you a voice, but my moderators are cleaning up the chat. They're doing a great job, as they always do. Okay, here we go. Oh no, it's all gone wrong. Have a good day. I'm leaving the chat. If you can't stand a different point of view from the current bullish view, there is something absolutely wrong. Well, I'm quite happy with you disagreeing with me. In fact, I've enjoyed it, as you've been noticing. I've been bantering backwards and forwards with you. I don't think I've ever been rude to you. I don't think I've ever I've insulted you. I've answered every one of your questions. I've made you famous on the show. You've had your voice. I just disagree with you because you've made statements that make no sense. Apparently, we're in a bear market. You're the only person on planet Earth who would say we're in a bear market that has the slightest amount of knowledge of the stock market. I mean, maybe my cat might think we're in a bear market, but a cat doesn't tend to know much about the stock market. Well, he's banned now. Oh, there you go. Mike banned him. There you go. That's that done then. Thanks, Mike. That's another member now I've lost. That's another bit of revenue down the toilet. Thanks, Mike. I'm going to come round Mike's house end of the year with an audit, and I'm going to audit him. And I'm going to go, Mike, you've cost me $300 this year in banned members. You owe me $300, and I'm not going anywhere until you give it to me. And if you don't give it to me, I'm going to go and get your snake. You know, the one that he has out in the field there.
Yeah, you're going to chase me around with it.
Yeah, that's right. There we go.
Or he might get a dare poop and throw it on you.
This is an echo chamber for pumping VOO and anti-shorting. Oh, it gets even better. Did you know, Fight Channel, that I can pump the S&P?
No, I didn't know that.
Did you not know? Yeah. Warren Buffett tried it. He didn't have enough, right? So I got the call. I got the call from the Illuminati. Martin, we need someone to pump the S&P. You're the man for it. Well, you do realise I've got 116,000. Doesn't matter. Pretend it's 116 trillion. Okay, that's fine then. We're all right then. But yeah, I always pump the S&P, and then I dump it as well, just to piss everybody off.
Oh, you sold the S&P already?
Not sold one share of it, mate.
Okay, well, I was wondering.
You just check in.
I don't know how you can know, but you don't sell.
Yeah. Because obviously, if I'm a pump and dumper, I've sold it, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. No, I haven't. So maybe I'm not then. Okay. Phew. I thought for a minute I was a pump and dumper then. I got worried for a minute. Okay. Who else we got here today? Martin, when are you taking your vacation? October. But
October 1st is Tuesday, actually.
Do you know what, Fi? I think I'll end it on Friday. Because if we end with a concert on the Friday, it's a good way to end. Otherwise, I'm doing Monday, Tuesday, and then ending on the Tuesday. And that's a bit stupid, isn't it? So if we end on the Friday night, we have a party, we have a beer, see you later, get on with it. I'll see you in November. I'll see you in November. Good luck.
That means you won't come back till like November 4th.
That's the first Monday in November, is it?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, just do that. November 4th, yeah.
Then we need to do, on November 11th, we got to do something. You know what that day is, right?
No, what is it? Veterans Day. US,
yes.
Yeah, absolutely right. Absolutely right. And I tell you what, we'll get prepared for it right now. Say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we held at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight, oh, the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets' red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave? Oh, the land of the free and the home of the There you go, and thank you for your service, Fight. It's good, great to have you. Great to have you here. Yes, we'll absolutely make a big deal with it that day. Huh?
We missed the bell.
I know. Doesn't matter. We're all up. We're not bothered. Let's have a look. Good to see you, Martin. Watch you every day. Love the golden voice. Thank you. That's very nice. Hope I'm as cool as you when I'm your age. No one's ever said that to me before, Fight. Did you know I was cool? I bet you didn't know that. I didn't know that. No. I got to be honest. Didn't know that. Hello again, Martin. What do you say about investing in insurance companies from the US? Progressive. Do you know what? I don't know. Have you ever invested in insurance companies, Fight?
No, I own life insurance, but I never invest. I know one I would invest in.
Which one?
Because they sell term they sell term mostly, and then they show them people how to invest. It's called Prime America Financial Service, and their
Right.
shares are up
I mean,
this year.
I probably own an insurance company, don't I? Berkshire Hathaway. Doesn't that have insurance inside it?
Yeah, they own insurance. Yeah, they
There
own
you go.
Geico.
Yeah. FICO. Yeah, exactly. So
Caveman. They've been doing a caveman lately.
there you go. So I own it. Yeah, I own it without even knowing about it. Martyn, I understand your point about shorting, but big banks short companies they dislike, and there is always rubbish in the Russell and other companies like FFIE. But you're not a bank, though. You can't manipulate the stock. If you're a bank, see, a bank and an individual investor are different things, right? One, the bank's got the money to manipulate the market. You can't manipulate toffee. So that's the first thing, right? Need to remember. And second of all, the bank is not an individual person that cares about anybody individually, right? I just don't believe in shorting because I just don't think it's a very nice thing to do. I don't think it's very smart either. That doesn't mean to say banks don't do it. Banks lend money to criminals. I mean, not intentionally, of course, but someone walks into a bank who's not a nice person who says, "Can I borrow some money?" And they go, "Yeah, there you go, there's some money." And they go out and do something bad with the money. You know, this stuff happens. You know, what the banks do isn't what I do. You know, it's just you can't compare yourself. I think acted. Sorry, fine.
And banks also own brokerage. Own brokers too. That's how they get their money in from the brokerages.
Well, I'm glad you've mentioned that because if we look, there's a good point actually. Because even though I don't short stocks, I kind of do. You know where I'm going with this fight? When I do stock lending.
Yeah.
Right? But this is where I see myself as a bank. If you want to short stocks, you do it because others are lending you their stocks. That's how it works, right? So if you want to short a stock and you want to pay me a privilege for doing it, my S&P is all on loans. I've clicked the button on Robinhood saying it's available to be lent out. It's always there. So, you know, I earn a bit of money from you doing it. It's like me being a bank. I get paid for you to use my stocks to short it. Carry on. So that guy earlier.
The only one that you can stock lend is when you're not in margin. When you're
Correct.
in margin, you're not. In your Roth IRA, yes, they are stock lending your money. Like me, my Roth and my traditional.
Correct.
I already made like $32 off stock.
Yeah, it's not a lot of money, but it's some money, and there's no risk. No. Just to clarify what you just said, you're absolutely right. When you're in margin, it turns off. It's still turned on, but it's paused. It's paused while I'm in margin. When margin gets paid off, then it will go up again. But it's currently on pause. But it's set to be on the moment I was out of margin. But obviously, I make more on being in margin than I do earning stock lending. But yeah, no, that's okay. That's kind of like the morality, if you like, of being a bank. If I'm a bank and I lend money out to you and you go out and buy cigarettes and you get cancer and die, the bank doesn't feel responsible for that. They lent you the money. You did what you want with the money. It's up to you, right? Well, me lending my stocks out, theoretically, when I'm back out of margin, and I did before I had margin, doesn't mean I agree or want to short stocks. I'm just letting you do it and pay me the privilege. Well, that's called just being sound, with savvy with your investment strategy, isn't it? I mean, that's just sensible. Anyway. Oops, I think accidentally reported comment while using two thumbs. Don't worry, Ed. What have you done? What have you done? You've reported someone. Don't worry. It'll be all right. There are some really great people here in the family of Lucasades. That's right. There are. Vanessa, lovely to see you. If you haven't clicked the like button yet, let's get on it. Click the like button. Vanessa, lots of trolls in today. 24 down likes. 24 we've had. 42 up likes and 24 down likes. Loads of trolls today going, damn it, I'm losing all my money. I'm going to go on Martyn's show and down like his video. I'm going to do it. Can I just tell you what happens when you down like the video? In case anyone is under any doubt, I just want to let everyone know. If you come on my show to down like the video, I've already made 1 cent from you because you had to watch to get into the show to down like it. So I've won anyway. If you then decide to down like it, guess what happens? If you keep down liking my videos, YouTube will stop suggesting you my content. Now that's okay, but trouble is you only came in to annoy me. So now you won't know I'm live, so you won't be able to annoy me. Oops. So what I would do is I would love it and like it, even become a member, then you can sneak your way in the back door and you can really do some damage.
I never had a down like on any of my videos.
Never? You've never had a down like?
No.
Well, you've
Got some
never upset.
comments, but other than that, no.
No. You've never upset anyone like me then, have you?
No, just make fun of people.
No, you don't make fun of people. Right. Preach, Martin, preach. Rate hike, no chance. Exactly. Tim Bonney, hello, how you doing? I disagree. Yesterday there was a spike in inflation after the rate cut. A spike in inflation? You can't get a spike in inflation in one day after the rate cut. What are you on about? That doesn't even make sense.
You did a spike.
You can't get a spike in inflation in 1 minute. They have to. That's why the Fed have these meetings, and they put together all the data and the figures. Then they have the minutes to report on the data. It doesn't just come up every 5 minutes. Oh, inflation's gone up in the last 5 minutes. Tomorrow it's gone down again. Do you know how complex it is to know what the current rate of inflation is? How much data gets processed? It doesn't happen every 5 minutes. It's not a constant revolving door that's up and down, up and down. We're up. Oh. Can you imagine that? I don't know what I'm doing here. I walk into the shops one day, a pint of milk's $1. Next day it's $1.10. Next day it's 80 cents. Next day it's $5. Now it's free. I don't know what's going on here.
I like the free.
You are?
I like the free stuff.
The free one's good. Yeah. The free one's good. And before anyone says, hang on a minute, I've seen the milk go up and then I've seen it go down. What you've seen is discounts, lost leaders when a business will lose money to sell it cheaper to get you in the store. Don't write me an email saying I've just seen milk at 50% off. It didn't go down. The inflation didn't go down 50%. It just went on sale. The Fed puts rates up and destroys the economy even more. If anything, they will pause, but there is no way they put them back up now. Of course there isn't. Nice shirt. He loves your shirt, Lawrence T. How do you know he's talking about your shirt? He might be talking about my black shirt. Hang on. Let me put it on the screen. Hang on a minute. Here we go. There you go. Let's have a look. The more people I meet, the more I love my dog.
You love my dog.
That's very good. And you haven't even got a dog, have you?
No.
No, he hasn't even got a dog.
I can raise my table up or down. Don't matter.
Yeah. Have you got one of those standing tables that go up and down?
Yeah, I got the uplift table.
Ooh, very posh. Is it an electric one or a manual one?
Electric.
Bloody hell, mate.
See?
Look at this. He's a posh sod, isn't he? This is where he makes all this money on dividends and gets fancy desks. See? That shows you how much money he's making.
This before I even start investing. This is a 3-year-old table.
All right. Well, I haven't got a desk that goes up and down. I've got a bed that does that. My bed does that. It bends up and down. So there you go. That's better than a table. A bed that goes up and down, that trumps a table.
I can adjust my bed.
You can do yours as well, can you?
Sleep? No, I got the sleep number. I could go like 38, 40, 50, or 100% make it real hard or make it real soft.
I wish I had mentioned it now because mine doesn't do any of that. Mine just goes up and down. You've got the sleep number thing. Mm-hmm. Okay. I'm going to leave this because I'm being outdone on the bed and the table. They're eating the cats. They're eating the cats. They're eating the dogs. They're eating the pets of the people that live there. I've seen it going around. It's really quite funny. I'm thinking, damn it, I should have made a song like that.
There is strays out there, stray cats and dogs out there. They could eat them if they want to. Like we really don't at all.
Yeah. I'm not going to eat anyone's cat. Don't fancy it. They do eat them for cultural ritual. They even make dirt cookies and pancakes. Now people are selling them. It's a crazy time we're in. Okay. All right. Not Fight Channel again. Just kidding. Good to see you. Glad you called in. Not Fight Channel again. Fight Channel.
I'll be here tomorrow morning at 10 a.m. too.
Yeah, tomorrow morning. Yeah, the Friday phone in. That's right. Fight Channel seems like he's your psychic. Anyone can call in. Anyone can call in. You can't because you're not a member. But anyone who's a member can call in.
It's $99 to be a member here.
Yeah.
Or $99 on the extra channel. That I was the first one to do it.
You was the very first one. 99 cents. Yes, you was. People of Springfield, please don't eat my dog. People of Springfield, don't eat my dog. That's brilliant.
Springfield is very famous because it's a soap opera too. I can't remember which one it was.
Yeah, is it The Simpsons?
No,
Springfield.
Well, that too, but also is part of on a soap opera too.
Oh, is it?
So, I can't remember which one it is.
Okay. First time investing last couple of months, and it's been interesting to see how it all works. Just looking for a passive income. William, yes. Join us every day and we'll guide you through it. Too dark, turn on a light. Oh, these are comments from earlier. Let me get down here. Let me get through a few of these. Great Point Fight Channel. There you go. Hi, Ed. Have you seen GSIW? I made a nice profit. Hi, RW. Yes, it popped. Dang. Congratulations, brother. I'm loving it. Rallo1. My Skechers just dropped 11% and gave me a huge gift. Bought a bunch. Very nice. Yeah, I like Skechers. I think the business is good. Dear God, he's gone now and banned. He's gone. Hang on. Dear God, he's gone now and banned my... Oh, thank you. I thought you banned me for a minute. I thought he banned me. Don't ban me, Mike. Don't ban me.
Damn, Martin.
That'd be funny, wouldn't it? Yeah, that'd be funny. Go on, I dare you. Try and do that. Someone say snake. Yes, we're on about your bloody snake. FFI is the next Mullen. Yeah, it's already there. It's been there the entire time. Just people aren't accepting it yet. Ed Spitzer, family friends. That's awesome. So love them and their family. Martin, despite FFI issues, do you think there are any way to predict the 50x move? Oh, no, you can't predict that. Look, right, Mr. B Canal, right? Look, Fight Channel can't even stay on camera, right? Okay, right. Assuming that you don't want to buy a great business, assuming you don't want to buy the S&P, assuming you don't want any of that, let's go and have a look at FFIE. Look at the balance sheet, look at the debt, look at the customers, look at the profit, look at their cash burn rate, and work it out yourself. Everything on paper says they're going bust. They're already bust. They're just delaying the issue, right? So why do you want to buy it? Do you want to buy it because it seems cheap? Because it's only a couple of cents a share? Is that what the reason is? Because technically that's what it is. It's about 1 cent a share because it's reverse split like hundreds, like I don't know, I think 10 times or whatever it's been. So technically it's like a cent a share. It's nothing, right? Doesn't make any money, doesn't serve any purpose, doesn't do anything. What is it you want to buy it for? Is it because you just think, well, everybody else might buy it and it might go up? Well, then my suggestion would be go into a casino and pick red or black because you've got more chance of winning because you've got 50-50 chance. Hello, what's this here?
007, Great Britain, donated £2 through a super chat.
Why is it
Subscribe
reading
to
that out?
Martin's music channel.
That's weird.
Helicopter, Meridian Globe,
sound
piano,
effects.
man dancing.
It should be reading it out, but it's not. Well, that's strange. It should have read it out. I don't know why. I'll go and check that in a minute. Yeah, so what is the point, really, of it? What are you looking at FFIE for? Just because someone says on YouTube it's a good idea? I mean, there's no business reason why you'd buy it. Just let it go. Just find something great. And then just wait, have patience. I mean, I don't know. It's like if I had a plant pot and I knew that if I planted this seed in a year, I'm going to get a little apple tree and I'm going to get an apple, I can go, right, the seed is going to cost me 1 cent. The apple's worth $1. I just wait a year, I'm going to get an apple. Good idea, right? You just buy it. Fight's going, no, you wouldn't do that, all right?
Longer than a year for a bit.
I'm just making... Look, I'm not a garden expert, Fight. I'm just giving an example, right? In comparison to... See, if you didn't interrupt, you'd know what I was going to say. In comparison, that's going to actually produce an apple from a seed. Seed costs a cent. Apple makes you $1. 1 year, you've got an apple, right? That's hypothetically, right? As opposed to... A bunch of people on YouTube says if I get my iPhone and stick it in the pot, and in about 3 minutes it's going to turn into $1 million, which one are you going to do? I would just put the seed in and wait the year for the apple tree. I mean, that's what I'm saying, basically. There's no evidence to say it's a good idea. It's just a bunch of people are saying it, so it must be a good idea. That doesn't make no sense.
Apple, cut the seeds out, then replant them other seeds, have more plants, and you have more plants.
There you go.
Oh, sound like dividend investing in my
It sounds like dividend. I knew you were going to go there. I knew there would be somewhere you'd get your bloody dividends in it. Oh, it's going to annoy me. I tell you what, we'll see. We'll see who makes the most money. We'll see who gets $1 million first, Mr. Dividend or Mr. Vu. We shall see. We shall see.
Well, I estimate to make $200 tomorrow. I'll find out in the morning.
Yeah, but you do have an electric table and an electric bed that I don't have. So,
well, the bed's 4 years old. This thing is 3 years old.
Doesn't matter how old it is. You've got it. I haven't got it. I cannot say that I live in a world with an electric desk or electric bed. Not like you, anyway. Not the fancy one like you.
But I had to put it together. That was a pain in the ass.
That don't matter. That don't matter. Joshua York is having a good time. I'm glad you're having a good time. What stock does your guest have in dividend payment? Go on then, Fight. Tell us.
Well, I own ETFs. Like, it's from YieldMax. It's a high dividend ETF where they pay out between 30% to 100%. I got NVIDIA. I got Coney. I got Misty. That's MicroStrategy. They pay out $2 last month for dividends, and maybe this month it'll be about the same. I mean, October will be the same. Yeah, I'm in high yield dividends. It's not in the slow yield.
Thank you. I got people asking how much did I start with. Everyone knows I started with $5,000. I'm now at $116,285. This is my road to $1 million. There's my budget. That's how I'm going to get to $1 million live on the show without buying any more shares. I've just put out the video explaining that as well. I hope you've all had a chance to watch that. Let me get through the comments and we'll wrap this all up. He wasn't a damn member. Oh, I see. So how much money you've cost me? All right, that's what he's referring to. Mike's going, he wasn't even a member. I'm not costing you any money. Yeah, but it's 1 cent a day, mate. That 1 cent a day adds up. You've cost me 1 cent a day. I expect a super chat for 1 cent in the post. All right. Mike's body count is currently at 72.
That means you owe you 72 cents.
Love your content. NVIDIA stockholder. Martin can handle a conversation. He's a big boy. Thank you very much. Yes, we got this. We've got this. Vu is going down. Martin, dump it on us. All right. Then I shall. Get ready to lose your money. I'm about to sell $116,000 of VU, and you're all going to get bankrupt. Right. Okay. Don't tempt me. Don't tempt me because I can.
Only down 30 cents after market. That's all.
Oh, I thought it was all over.
Yeah.
From the comments 30
there. 30 cents.
Okay. Whew, that's all right then. What's your guys' favorite dividend stocks for long term? Fight.
Well, mine are ETFs. Right now is AMZ. It's a cover call for Amazon. Because Amazon, his last call, they missed earnings. They sandbagged. And also, Prime was not involved in their quarterly earning. Going to be in this quarterly earning. And October 8th and 9th is another Prime Day.
Nice.
That'll be in the next quarter.
Yes. Seth Cochran, I believe NVIDIA will go back to $1,000 soon because no,
not soon. No, it'll be 210 next.
There is no measure of forecasting $1,000. That's like when Kathy Wood says Tesla's going to $5,000. Everybody on the planet would have to own a Tesla for that to happen and all this ridiculous stuff. We can't.
With 10x. I mean, that'll be 100%. What 100x? They go to 1,000 from where it's at.
Right now we're just over 100 or so, right? So a 10x from here.
Yeah, NVIDIA is the third largest cap company. There's
In
no
the
way
world.
on 10x.
Yeah.
They're behind Microsoft and Apple right now.
I would imagine. Hang on a minute. It's the third. What's its market cap? Is it 3 trillion when we last looked? Is it 1.2? I can't remember now.
It's 2.73 trillion right now.
Right. Okay. So I'm just trying to do a rough calculation in my head.
If it goes to 250, it'd be a $6 trillion cap.
Right. If it did $1,000, it would be somewhere in the region of an 8x. And just off the top of my head, in a very rough calculation, it would nearly make it.
It'd be about 24 trillion.
It would make it 50% of the entire S&P, the entire US economy.
Yeah.
It can't do that. We might just make up we might just call it $1 million. Just make up any number. It doesn't make any sense. And you can
before they did the split, and that took a couple of years to do that.
Yeah, no, it can't go from 200. It can't go from 100 and where it is today, 120, whatever, to 1,000. Of course, anything can happen, but for it to do that, the growth would be so insane. Every single person would be running around with a big Blackwell chip on their head, right? Everybody. I've got one. Fight's got one on the end of his bed, on his little table. He's got a Blackwell chip. I've got a Blackwell chip. Everyone's got a Blackwell. It doesn't make any sense, right? When we forecast numbers, when I gave the forecast of 210, it was based upon income, balance sheet, profits, loss, customers, guidance, general consensus. It's not just let's pick a number because it sounds good. I mean, if you're picking 1,000, why not 998? Why 1,000? Just sounds good. I mean, that's what people do with crypto, right? We're going to have, Bitcoin's going to be 10 million. I mean, just make a number up. It doesn't matter.
Well, especially on Bitcoin, you know what? If Bitcoin goes up, what goes down in value? Do you know?
If Bitcoin goes up, what goes down in value? The dollar.
Yes.
Currency, general currency. Yeah. Yeah. Sure, I'm glad I got it right. You'd have made me look bad there. I'm supposed to be an investment channel. If I'd have gone, I don't know, tea bags.
A lot of people don't understand Bitcoin. That's why it's like they call it the second gold, but they don't understand what it's connected to. You got to
exactly. No, exactly. But when we're talking about a business that sells a product or service, you've got to calculate where the money is coming from to build the business. So if you've only got, if in the world there was 10 people, 10 customers, right? And there's one business, and that one business sells cars, it can only sell 10 cars. Everyone buys a car. Nobody wants another one. Maybe they'll buy 2. But no one's going to buy 100 each, right? So there's only so much growth that you can have. It's like my YouTube channel fight. I would like 1 trillion viewers. I'm not going to get it though, am I?
You could.
There's not 1 trillion people on planet Earth. What are you talking about? That's the point I was trying to make there. And you were supposed to go, there's only like 8 billion.
We'll have the robots. We'll have robots watching you. Elon Musk robots.
Does that count though as real subscribers? If I have robots watching me, does it count as subscribers? It does if they click the subscribe button, I suppose. Mm-hmm. So technically, yeah, you're right. I could have 8 trillion subscribers by the end of the year.
I just want 1,000.
Build some robots and get into program to click on the subscribe button. Stephen Lewandowski, James 007. That's who I am training with. Primerica. Fantastic. Good luck to you. We're
contract or with the company?
She's going to be a financial advisor, isn't she? Stacey Bailey.
There's 2 things. You could corporate and see how Primerica works. They train the hire independent contractor to sell their life insurance policy. How do I know? I was in it 28 years ago. And I know how the company works. I know where the headquarters is at. Is in Duluth, Georgia, right up the road from me.
Thank you for that. Joshua York, I still can't believe he turned $5,000 into 116,000. How long did it take? Joshua, it's a very complex subject. It's not something you can answer in 5 seconds. So what I'm going to do is give you this. Sorry, Fight, you were going to say something. Whoops, hang on. Say again.
It'd be 25 months that you started 5K till now.
Is it 25 months? Is it? Oh.
Because it was June 27th when your first show was.
Oh, okay. Ooh. Right. I'm going to show you this, Joshua. I just made a specific video explaining my path to $1 million, how I'm doing it, my strategy, all the rest of it. I just created a playlist. So if you go onto the homepage of the channel, there's 6 videos I've just recorded. They are the road to $1 million, the gold day. Right, it's right there. So go on the homepage, click playlists. And if you really want to know, click, view full playlist. There's the full playlist. Let me give you the share button, copy. There you go. And there are 6 videos. And in here, I explain it all. And I also give you a link. So let me give you this now. This is the playlist. There you go. I'll put it in the chat. Right, I've given it you 3 times so you can see it. Right, and there's also, very, very important, the psychology. This is even more important, probably, the psychology of investing. That playlist will link to it, but this is the most important video I've ever made. This one here. There you go. Don't hurt, invest. Okay, full story. If you watch all of those 6 videos. And you watch that video there, you will understand exactly what it's all about. Let me give you that as well. So you can bookmark those, watch those tonight, later on, after the show's finished. We're going to finish in a second anyway. You can watch
in October when he's not on YouTube.
Do what, mate?
Or watch it in October when you're not on YouTube.
Watch. Don't say that. I want you to watch it now. For 2 reasons. 1, I want him to know what's going on as quick as possible so he can get involved. Number 2, if he watches all those 6 videos and the other video, I'll earn about 15 cents. And I want it. So get watching.
I watched 2 of them already in my truck on the way home before I came on. Yeah.
How many ads did you...
It's good to listen to it while you're driving.
How many ads did you see?
I didn't see no ads because I was driving. I just let it play through. I was just listening.
Well, does it skip the ads then, or how does it work?
No, it still plays the ads. I just listen to what you're saying. I don't look at the phone while I'm driving.
Oh, you let the ads play through, do you?
Yeah.
Oh, I like you even more. I earn more than a cent then. If you let the ads play through, Leah says that to me. She says, when I get an ad, do you want me to let the ad play through or skip it? I said, well, if you don't mind just letting the ad play, it's even better. She says, all right then. So if you watch the whole ad, I might earn 2 cents per ad. But most people just go skip. So what? Top tip, everybody: watch all the ads, all the way through. Don't skip the ads. Watch all the ads. Now I'll make 2 cents an ad. Right? Nvidia price target. 1 week. Can't do that. Can you do that? I can't do that. There's no way I can.
I give it 120 by next Friday.
Yeah. Yeah.
You got to look at the trading range you've been in too, between 110 and 130.
Yeah. I tell you what we'll do. I tell you what we'll do. And Fight is going to know what I'm going to say. This is what you want. This is why we have Sensei on a Sunday. Sensei will give you the buy zone, sell zone, support levels, the technical charts. So again, I'll go back to the homepage. On Sunday, there's Sensei. On this channel, he does the charts. And he'll do NVIDIA. And if you're a member of the channel, he'll do whatever you want. Just ask him and he'll do a chart for you. And he's very accurate. And the reason why he's accurate, he doesn't have his own YouTube channel. He's not trying to sell videos. He does it on my channel to provide a service. He's very, very good about this. He's not trying to promote videos by going, we're all going to get rich in 5 minutes, follow me, da-da-da. He doesn't do that. He gives you the accurate chart, and he's very accurate. More often than not, he's right. He predicted the $90 bottom, and he talked about the $90 bottom. He'll tell you where he sees it going in a week based upon the charts and the technicals. Doesn't mean it's going to happen. He's not a magician, but he'll give you some really good information that will be of help to you. DJT ripping hard. DJT. Oh, look at this. Now, how many videos have I made about this saying don't buy it, it's rubbish? Now, don't get me wrong, folks.
How is ripping? It's been going down all day.
I don't know why Ed Spitz is saying that. I don't know. Trump Media right? Now, let me be absolutely clear. Absolutely clear. I am a green card holder. I'm not a Donald Trump supporter. I'm not a Kamala Harris supporter. I am a supporter of you. I care about you, giving you the best information. The fact of the matter is, if you analyze the stock, look at what it produces, how much money it makes, what it does, you wouldn't buy it. People buy it on rallies because Donald Trump says, buy my stock. You'll get rich. He does that on his rallies. Okay? My suggestion would be buy a t-shirt, buy a MAGA hat, fall in love with Donald Trump, buy all the souvenirs, do whatever you like. That money will go in his pocket and you can support your favorite president. That's great. Do that. But don't buy the stock. Don't buy, no, let's keep it neutral, fight, right? Don't buy the stock because it's a bad idea. There's even rumors that Donald Trump shorts his own stock. Now, people said he doesn't. He said he doesn't. Does he tell the truth all the time? I don't know. You decide. I'm keeping neutral. Fight's got his opinions. I'm saying nothing. It's up to you. If you think Donald Trump is giving you good financial advice on his rallies, no one else gives you financial advice on a rally. I've never heard of it. Can you imagine on a rally telling everyone to buy your stock? I've never heard of it. I don't know how he gets away with that because technically that's illegal. You're pumping your own stock. I don't know how you get away with it. Tim Cook can't stand outside.
When he does his rallies.
Eh?
He actually played golf more than he do rallies, and
Well, I'm not going to go in. I'm not going to go into that. You can have your opinion, right? But standing on a stage in front of your fans saying "buy my stock" is not. I don't think it's allowed. I don't know how he gets away with it. Whatever. But anyway, if it was great and everyone loved Donald Trump and half of America do, why does it keep going down? Why are the people that are buying it not keeping it? They're dumping it. And before you say everybody who loves Trump buys it and the only people who short it is the Harris camp, I don't believe that. There's no evidence to say that. You can't go out and find who's, you can see certain trades from institutions, but you can't see individuals. You can't go, yes, there's 1 million there's 1 million Harris supporters shorting it. You can't see that, right? I don't think people would do that anyway. Some people might, of course they might, whatever. But what I think is actually happening, people are buying the stock themselves and shorting it themselves. And I wouldn't be surprised if Donald Trump was shorting it as well, because he will make money driving it down. I don't know why. I don't know why. But don't buy it because you support Donald Trump. If you support Donald Trump, vote for him, buy his t-shirt, give him some free money, do what you like. But don't buy the stock because that's not helping anybody. It certainly isn't helping you. So I wouldn't do that. Rick McGrath, we were trying to contact you this morning, Rick. There are people trying to contact you to give you free money. Let's reverse that. That's not what I said. There are people trying to give your charity money. I apologize for that. There's people trying to give your charity that you do some money. People have been contacting us on the show, and I told you about it this morning. And you need to reach out to those people. I can't do it for you. I just want you to know that there are people trying to get hold of you. Okay, Nvidia price target in 1 week. I can't do that. I think Donald Trump's drops 10. I'd buy a couple hundred shares. I wouldn't touch it with a barge pole. It's not. I mean, there's thousands of great businesses that you can buy that will make you money, like that seed in the plant pot becomes an apple tree, as opposed to me getting my phone, sticking it in the dirt, and because someone on Reddit said it'll sprout and it will turn into a dragon. I mean, we're not going to make up stuff. There's no point. You can buy good stuff that does things. Why is there an S&P 500 stock around $100 and one around $600? Okay, let me explain that one. You can't buy the S&P 500. The S&P 500 is an index. You can't just walk into a shop and go, I want to buy the S&P 500. It's an index. How you buy the S&P 500 is you buy a fund that tracks the S&P 500. In other words, an ETF, an exchange traded fund. And there are lots of them. The most famous two, a SPY, often used by professional traders. It's regarded as the most the most well known. Then VU would be second. That's just the general market cap weighted, just the regular basic S&P 500. I prefer VU because it was designed specifically for retail investors. It's exactly the same allocation as SPY. Like microscopic difference, you won't even tell the difference, but it's slightly cheaper. It's passively managed, which means it has less liquidity, but it's exactly the same. Don't be worried about that. But it costs less to manage it, so less money is taken out of your profits. But it's so small, unless you have millions of dollars, you probably wouldn't even care anyway. So if you want to sound like the big boys, you buy SPY just because you just want to say, I've got SPY. Or if you just don't care about the name, you just want the one that's best for you as a retail investor, you buy VU. Very simple. If you're looking at other things, there are other things that have different weights. It's the S&P 500, the same 500 stocks that the index tracks, but it weights it differently, right? The VU and SPY is just it's weighted by market cap. There are others that weight it differently. What that means is it might have the same companies, but more percentage will be on tech, or more percentage will be on industrials, or more percentage will be on different categories. That means it's not going to be the true S&P in the raw state, because you've got the same companies, but you put more money allocated into this stock as opposed to that stock. So like the NASDAQ is very tech weighted, so it's very similar to the S&P, but it's focused on the top 7, the tech stocks. So if the tech stocks underperform, so does the NASDAQ. If tech's doing great, it outperforms. But I prefer a balanced portfolio, because there are great stocks that aren't really allocated that much in the NASDAQ that have a better allocation in the S&P. At the end of the day, don't try and beat the market. Don't spend all your time trying to find which one is slightly better than the other one, because you're doing that, you're confusing yourself, wasting time. Time in the market is better than timing and trying to stock pick. If you just bought the S&P and forgot all about it, chances are you do better than anybody else who trades, because the S&P is the benchmark. And most hedge funds with more knowledge than you, more money than you, more skill than you, who look at it every day, try to compete with the S&P. Now, you might go, well, the S&P doesn't perform as well as this stock and that stock today, on the week, on the month, but over the 10-year, the 20-year, the 30-year, the 40-year, the S&P generally comes out on top. So just, consider that. It doesn't really matter. But anyway, so why is there 500 stock around 100? So to answer your question, there are different ETFs. Now, if we compare SPY and VU, which is what I'm assuming you might be interested in, they are different prices. And you're going to go, well, I'll buy the cheaper one then. It's all to do with
$100 difference between SPY and VU.
There you go.
And VU is expensive, $1 more than SPY is.
Right, but it's not more expensive. It just it had a different inception date.
Inception time different.
It was set up at a different time. So if you put the two over top of each other, they grow exactly the same. So don't think about the stock is 400 or the stock is 500. That's not what's important. It's the percentage is what's important. If you put $10 in the SN in VU or $10 in the SN in SPY, your growth will be exactly the same. Doesn't matter what you paid for the stock. It's exactly the same. It simply started earlier and maybe has less shares and yada, yada. It doesn't matter. That's not important. Don't be confused by the stock price. It's why we often talk about why people are saying today, oh, buy FFIE, it's cheap and all this. They focus on the price rather than the actual asset itself. The stock price is not relevant. It's exactly the same. If you are looking at other S&Ps, which are tech-weighted or different allocation, they're different. They're completely different, and they might have a completely different price. We've reviewed some ETFs that are $50, that are $100, that are a fraction of the price of VU, but they're different. But again, the growth is about the same. So don't be worried about that. He said he wouldn't sell. No way he would hurt his campaign and sell. Of course, I'm not going to sell.
No, he's talking about Donald Trump. He's talking about Donald Trump.
Oh, is he?
Yes.
I see. I see. No way he would. Right. Okay. Well, that's up to you. If you believe.
Are you running for president now? I didn't know that.
If you believe that Donald Trump would never lie and never mislead you in any way at all, then fine. I'm completely neutral. Obviously, we can see Fight Channel's got an opinion. He can afford one. He's a guest of the show, member of the family. I, however, am neutral. I'm the host of the show. I don't have an opinion, and honestly, I don't. I don't. I'm here to give the impartiality. Everyone else can have an opinion. But if you think that Donald Trump would never sell, it would hurt his campaign, then believe that. That's your right to believe that. Fight Channel obviously has an opinion. Also, if you'd like to help bless this family and you'd like to know how you can help, you would know if you actually watch the videos. That is correct. Watch the videos. Touchy subject. Hey, Fight, I have to go. Great to see you all. Ed Spitzer. I wonder if The Simpsons are going to make an episode. Eat the dog. Eat the cat. Yeah, maybe. It'd be quite good, wouldn't it? Take care, Ed. In the city, cats are easy hunting. Just put out a bowl of milk. There are people eating other people. I wouldn't say people eating cats is all that crazy. Well, I'm not going to start eating cats. I just want to be clear about that. Price predictions. On what exactly? Anything with a share price of 1,022 is bound to have people buying. I'm not sure what the question is there. What do you think about XRP? Well, ask Sensei on Sunday. It's his favorite asset. He loves XRP. I owned it. I had a reasonable amount of it. I had about, what did I have about that? $800 of XRP. Sold it all. I don't have any crypto now, and I won't be buying back either. What do you think about XRP? Ripple? Yes, I owned it and sold it. Let's go to FFI. You like the people eating pets in Ohio. Fabricated story. Drink Ripple and rubbish XRP. Breaking news. Nike CEO stepped down. Is that right? I have no idea. If you are a member of the channel, you can send in a link and I'll make a news story on it. XRP is the future. Don't listen to Mike. Yeah, don't listen to Mike. Absolutely right. If you want to know XRP, don't listen to Mike, because Mike is not the expert on XRP. The person you want to listen to is yourself after you've gained some knowledge from Sensei. Absolutely. No one here is telling you what to do with your money. Mike doesn't know if XRP is going up and down any more than I do, but Sensei knows better than the both of us combined times 100. He still doesn't know if it's going up. He's just going to base it on fundamentals and charts and technicals. The rest is up to you. Okay. Dividends, FTW. Not sure what the question is there. Luna up 36.3%. His military, so for him, is about the money he gets each month. He's military, so for him, it's about the money he gets each month. Why would Fight's financial structure be based because he was in the army? Any reason?
I've been out of the military since '93.
But I would imagine whether you're in the military or you're the dustman, your financial opinion, and trash man in England, in America, I can't say that would have anything to do with your strategy, would it?
No, my strategy is I like to get paid dividends every week. I mean, I get paid 52 weeks out of the year.
Yeah, there you go.
Where you invest in S&P 500, you only get 4 dividends a year quarterly.
There you go. Nvidia would be 20 trillion market cap to hit 1,000. I don't see 1,000 for a few years market cap. There's no way to measure that. If you're saying it, we're just guessing. You can't. I mean, you just have to yeah. You could write out a plan. You could write out a business plan, and you could go right. What does Nvidia need to do to get to $1 million? Okay, and you could work it out if you had the time. I ain't got the time. If you had the time, you could work out how many products and profit it's got, and I would imagine you'd end up having to have everybody in the world buy a chip or two, and it's not going to happen, is it? Anyway.
Well, they got to buy back a bunch of shares, too, to make it go up, too.
Yeah.
They got to get all them shares off that. They just put more out on.
They would have to do that as well. I may be old, but you are older. You cannot outrun me, Mike. Let alone fight. Fight me. Fight me. We got a fight declared. Forget Elon Musk and Zuckerberg, we got Fight Channel. We got Stacey Bailey and Mike. I prefer that one. That's much better entertainment. That is Stacey Bailey and Mike. I'd pay good money to see that. Good God, Stacey, I can run pretty fast. I bet he can. I bet Mike can outrun you, Stacey, with his snake behind him. And my dogs are vicious. Oh, we got war breaking out here. Ooh. Afternoon, everyone. Jason Davis, aka Dad. Listen, I can ban a mod also. Just saying. Oh, he can as well. He can. You know what I need to do? Fight. I need to take away some of Mike's powers. Mike has too many powers. He's getting carried away with it all. You love me too much, Mike. We are the color of the channel, remember? The color of the channel. I like it. Okay, I'm nearly through the comments. Let me get through. Okay. Joshua York. I'm not sure what that means. Okay. Mike, you're blocking Stacey's comments. No, he's not. Donald Trump is now free to sell his shares. It's ripping down. Oh, ripping down. Okay, ripping. I've never heard of the statement ripping down. Ripping normally means up, but that's fine. If you want to, say what you want, that's fine. No political person tells the truth, always. DJT would never make a coin. I'm going to, because Truth Social doesn't make any money. They are burning cash. Truth Social is... it doesn't work. Right. I'm on it. It doesn't do anything. It's pointless. Trump media earnings reports show it has lost around 344 million on revenue, or of less than 2 million in the first half of the year. Good reason to buy it then, obviously. Good reason to buy it. I like nothing better than stocks that lose money. Can't think of anything better. Yes, Daty, tomorrow is Friday. That's it. I got through the comments. I wonder how many words a day I read. I wonder how many words a day I say. I think I've had more than my fair share. I think through October, I need to be complete silent to catch up. Because, yeah. What do you mean by that, Fight? I can be silent when I'm on my own. I'm just watching the telly. I'm not going to talk to myself, am I? Well.
Leah, can you comment on that?
Well, it's funny you mentioned that, actually, because we had lunch today earlier, and we're sat out there on the bar, and we're having our lunch, and I spent the entire time talking about the stock market this morning. And Leah says, we're having lunch. Can we talk about, I don't know, the state of the sofa, or, the new carpet we want to get? No, I'm talking about the videos I just made. Yeah, so, yeah. That's what holidays are for. I'm supposed to let it all go.
And, was lunch any good or not?
Eh?
Was lunch any good or not?
It was lovely. Leah makes great food. Always great. Absolutely love Leah's food. Yeah, I married well. I did good. I leveled up. Absolutely right. Okay. We're going to end the show. We're way over time, but it's been enjoyable. Not going to bring any CNBC into the show right now, I don't think. Should we just randomly see what's running? See what they're doing?
Includes a new co-pilot and AI agents.
No,
joining us now
rubbish.
Is HubSpot
Nowhere
CEO,
near as entertaining as Fight.
So
we'll ditch that. We don't need that. So there we go. Before I let you go, we'll do day trade of the day. We'll have a final thought from Fight. I want to give everybody this here. I've just recorded a playlist called Golden Day, a Gold Day, I think I've called it. And I think it's a damn fine playlist. I think everyone should watch it several times at least. Click on the playlist right at the top there. You see it, look? I'll give you the link for it now. There it is. View full playlist. It's called the... There you go. You can't see all of it. I think there's 6 in the series. I've got an interview with Tom Lee. You'll like that one. 3x of the S&P. Cheap. FOMO'd in. the price of NVIDIA. Oh, there you go. There's the price of NVIDIA, and how I'm going to get to $1 million, the road to $1 million. So let me just click the share button, give you the link, drop it in the chat, and then we'll wrap up. And just by giving you this here. So here it is. This is the gold playlist. This was 6 videos I made today. Oops, today's I can't spell playlist, but don't worry about that. Playlist. Right, there we go. Let me pin that to the top. Boom, pin to the top. Go and watch that. If you've not had enough of me by now, and you want a bit more, go and watch that. You can't get enough of it, can you? You can't. You got to have another 6 hours of it at least this evening. Just think of my holiday. If tonight, when you finished here, you go and put the playlist on, put it on mute, let it run, click the play all button, let it play, mute it, go out, walk the dog, go and chase the snake round the garden, whatever, let it play. Because then I'll earn another few cents, and that can buy me and Leah some fish and chips in October on our holiday. So there you go. Just think of that. You don't have to watch it. Just let it run in the background, all right? It's called the Holiday Fund, all right? We're calling it that. Anyway, let's have a quick look at the stocks, see where we are. We'll do day trader of the day as well. We'll let Fight join in with that one. Let me bring up this screen here. You can see where we're ending up. We're ending up at 16,318. Not bad as we go into Friday. Sell-off Friday. Friday phone-in the morning. Friday phone-in is going to be a bit weird because we just done a kind of Thursday night phone-in as well. So double dose of it tomorrow. There is our overall portfolio. We're up 3.24, $2,800 in a day. Not bad at all. Of course, it's only paper money. Doesn't mean a damn thing until you sell it. Of sorts. Of course, it is real money. But of sorts, it's not real money until you sell it. But it still counts. It's no different than saying your money in your bank isn't real money until you spend it, because over time it goes down with inflation. Just a good little point to think about. When people say to you, the money you got invested isn't real money until you sell it, it's no difference than your cash in the bank, because your cash in the bank isn't growing. In fact, it's going down with inflation. It's being worth less. So if you've got $100 in the bank, and you put that there 30, 40 years ago, you've probably got about $65 now. That's the reality, the buying power. So even though I haven't sold and it's not real cash until I sell it, it is. It's real business. It's real money. Of course, price goes up and down, but you wait until it goes up and then you sell it, or whatever you decide to do. All right, then. Let's do day trade of the day. Should I call now instead? No.
We see you tomorrow.
We'll see you tomorrow. We've had enough. Fight Channel wants to get off. I want to go home. I'm already home.
I got to go to work.
You got to go to work?
I've been working by now.
See, he's got to go to work. I've got to go and have a cup of tea. Leah wants to talk to her husband. No. Fight. Zach said, you're not phoning in. Wait until the proper time tomorrow. You know the time. Call in tomorrow.
10 o'clock Eastern time.
Correct. 9 o'clock Central Time. There you go. Friday phone in it is. Friday phone in it is. Don't boss him around, Mike. Hang on. Who's on here? No, tomorrow, Zach. There's. Mike, I know you're the king of the mods, but don't start telling me who I'm having on my show. If I want Zach Zay on the show, I'll have him on. Don't get too big for your boots, mate. I can take that moderator badge away. I might do it in October. In October, I'm going to take Mike's moderator badge away so the channel goes to shit. When Sensei comes on a Sunday, it'll be chaos because there'll be no mon taking control. It'll just go to mush. All right, so don't you test me, Mike. Right, okay, I'm gonna go. Let's do day trader of the day. We'll let Fight stay with us. Put that there. Let's do day trader of the day. Let's roll the music. Let's bring in the music. Here we go. Let's roll the music. Are we up? Are we down? I am up today 3.24. Okay, who's up? Who's down? Up 3.24 percentage points. There you go. I'm the king of the world. I know I didn't spell up right, but that's as good as you get. Testy, aren't we? Says Mike. Ooh. It's my show. I'll do what I like. You push me, Mike, I shall ban you. I shall ban you myself, right? And then I'll ban myself on the way out. Never come back. That'll be the end of it. Right. Up 7.24. Thanks for Nvidia and Luna. Oh, thanks to Nvidia. Okay, up. Is that your overall portfolio? Not just one stock. Needs to be your overall portfolio. Let me roll the credits. Roll the credits. Who have we got? Sorry, fight's going to go over your face, but never mind, mate. You can just dodge it, sort of dodge it as it comes up. Subscribers, Francois, Dube, Lulu. Hello, Lulu. You know you make me want to shout. Marcus, William, Tim, Bonnie, Udi, and super chats from James 007. Very good, like the animation there at Fight. And we'll have you on again with this. It's good. Credits, let me hide the credits, bring them back up again for tomorrow. And I'll call in and ruin the show tomorrow. Yeah, we'll look forward to that then. We'll look forward to that. Let's dance us out of the show. Let's dance us out of the show. It's your show, Martin. Yes, it is. I'm glad you remembered. We're friends again now. Melanie, 16.41. You can't be up 16.41 on overall portfolio, can you? Can you?
5.5.
Yeah, at 16.41. Is that your overall portfolio? You got to be quick. Running out of time. Running out of time. How many people are with us? There are 37. We're not going to go to the extra channel. We're just going to end the show and say, see you later. That's my overall portfolio. Okay. Melanie Foster. I don't think Melanie could possibly be up that much. Therefore, up 7.24 overall. I'm going to give it to God Made a Farmer. Hope I'm not wrong. Hope I'm not wrong. Cheers. There you go. What about this there? Thank you very much. Give him a thumbs up. That's it from me. Fight channel, are you ready? Good night from me.
Good night, everybody. See you tomorrow at 8:30 Eastern Time. Here.
Take care of yourselves.
Yeah, behave yourself. I won't, but you guys need to behave yourself.
And
I can't remember. I got old timers.
take care of yourselves and
Take care of yourself and your crypto too, and your stock and your family. I'll make a moan. So.
each other.
Oh, each other. Yes, each other.
Thank you. Good